We're back. Got myself some pretzels. Got my cup of coffee. It's gonna need to cool off. I like, almost cold coffee. I should really just start making cold brew instead of using K-cups every day. Save myself some money. Regardless, we're back. We're still attempting to get these bees crossbred. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. At least within a reasonable time frame, but I've been trying to do this for a while. And I just have not really had a lot of success. So it kind of makes me wonder, maybe I just have to make a bunch of like uranium frames and just hope that I get the random mutations. In fact, now that I think about it, that might be far and away the best thing to do. I can continue to do this this technique, but it may be far more effective if I just add some uranium frames there. So we've got the sun going down. We're gonna go do that. Take that out. Take that out. Oh, we've got 1,000. And take that out. Okay. Plan of attack. Actually, let's check this out. To make uranium frames, we need a whole bunch of silk. So let's make sure I have a bunch of silk. I believe I do. No, 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 I don't want either of you. Go away. Some of this stuff can get dumped in here. Not all of it, but some of it. Oh, actually, yeah, whatever, that dark matter can get dumped. Okay. So we want to go back to our space station. No. Welcome back to you too. I should have just an absolute, yeah, it's quite a bit of uranium. And how much silk do I have? Not a ton, but I can do that. Oh, it goes 50 at a time. Oh, that's it for silk. Silk. Wow. Brings me great displeasure. So we will not be able to make quite as many of these as I wanted. And actually, I wonder if as output, so you get it from spider silk, or you can from bracken tree seeds. Ah, that's interesting. Okay, so maybe I'll see how many bracken tree seeds I have. 40. Let's see what 20 gives me. If I had to guess, it is not going to be 1-to-1. As awesome as that would be. Really, I only took one. Hey, it is 1-to-3. And it directly gives you silk. Well, that just tickles me pink. Yeah, we will definitely do that then. That is super worth. Still have plenty of seeds if I want to grow bracken trees. The mutation chance is not really useful when crossbreeding. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I'm just trying to figure out a way to be time efficient, to get my bees to breed day and night. Because I know that that's, well, I guess I know that it was possible. I don't know if it is currently possible anymore, but I know that you used to be able to breed anything so that they would produce day and night. So, you know, maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe that is no longer the case, but it was at one point. There's got to be a, well, I guess there doesn't got to be a way, but I thought there was a little bit more play to it than just using the frame that let them function. How many can we actually make? Yeah, we don't need 75. We're gonna make 20. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. I wonder if, well, this probably is not the case, but I was going to say, I wonder if using those frames makes it where the queens spawned produce during that time frame as well. But I don't think that's the case. Changing their active hours through crossbreeding is not something you've seen happen. Yeah, I know that I have done it in the past, but it was a long time ago. And when I did it, it was just happenstance. But I was like, huh, this now produces day and night. And it may be removed now. I have no idea. But I know that I did it at some point. In my 2 playthroughs ago on Frackin Universe. So a heck of a long time ago. Well, we could do this. Do like 10 Dawn and 10 Eclipse. Effigium, Trianglium, Volatile Powder. Oh, wait. I think it actually needs Effigium ore. And then we do need more canvas, actually. of which I have none. Very, very cool. Pretty sure you make canvas actually out of wool. Yeah, so I need a bunch of cotton. I don't even know if I have any cotton. I think I kind of used it all up. Can we get cotton from anything? Guess not. Nope. Very cool. So I am relegated to plants. That makes me very sad. And cotton grows really slow too. God, this sucks. I'm mad. Okay, it is effigy and bars. And we can only make 8 here. Ugh. Kind of want to cheat for 4 canvas, but I know I shouldn't do that. Is there anywhere else I might have cotton? Hey! Money in the bank. I'm so smart. I'm not smart at all. Lovely. Let's make the canvas. Yeah, I understand that if you have the eclipse or dawn frame, the queen will produce during both times. I was just wondering if the queen, if the young queens generated will be producing during those hours. But I don't think that that's the way it works. Boom! And then I don't know if there's anything else that I want. We got a bunch of uranium frames. I don't think anything else matters. Tech frame might actually be useful for generating queens. Seems like this would be really helpful strictly for crossbreeding. It's nice to see you joining the guide makers. Yeah, I think what's difficult is that, like, Starbound already has a pretty small audience at this point, right? Like, it's been abandoned, and, like, unfortunately, most people have kind of given up on it, right? People are like, well, Terraria just got an update, so why would I keep playing why would I keep playing Starbound when, like, the devs have abandoned it? That's kind of how I feel, at least. But, like, I think the other thing, too, is, like, Frackin universe is just so complex. There's so much going on. And, like, the devs have basically said, oh, you want information? It's all in the GitHub files, and you basically have to know a second language just to understand what's going on with the stuff on GitHub. Like, I spent an entire day basically doing my B document, and, like, it's really not all that much information. If you have an automated, actually, I was going to do tech frames. If you have an automated microscope, it seems like a good way to get research for sure. Tech frames are AI chips, and I think I know what it is. AI chip, electromagnet, and wire. Chip. Nope, that's an equal sign. And I should have a bunch of wire too. Yeah, a little bit. Alright, we'll do 20 of these guys as well. Yep. Oh, sure. Yeah, I have not really worried about crossbreeding. So like my bees, the ones that I've been working on for longer, you know, like assassins are pretty brand new, but like some of the ones that I've been working on for a while, I guess cybernetic is probably the best example, and red banded. I actually typically want a low queen breed rate, like usually between like 2 and 5, because otherwise I feel like it plugs up, you know, it plugs up this, right? Like already over half of my storage is just young queens. So I try to keep the young queen production low, because I just don't. There's no reason to be generating that many young queens. You know, if young queen breed rate was more tied to the quality, I wouldn't have an issue with that. Oh, I forgot. I can teleport directly back to the bee farm now that I have the flag there. Alright. Okay. So then what are we going to do here? I think we're going to drop the anti-mite. I have a feeling we won't. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think we'll need the anti-mite for now. And we can do, well, yeah, uranium may not help. If we're doing assassin, these ones are, the ones that I'm working on are all day only. Yep. So we will do an eclipse frame. And then, yeah, I guess that's it, because I'd rather have the production bonus. Then we can drop this strategy. And I think, oh yeah, those assassins were the ones that were full. Alright, so we can go like that. And we're going, and we can go like that. They'll get going. And like that. Okay. So this entropic frame does not appear to actually be doing anything, so let's crank it up. We are going to keep, and dump the rest. And I'm just going, oh, queen died. Alright, so let's go 1919. Those will die out real quick. I don't keep a ton. I don't understand why I would need to keep a lot. Right? You just want to keep enough. You just want to keep enough to like keep a lineage going, right? Okay, so there are no more. And these are all going to get tons. Like, I can understand, you know, if I was going to be crossbreeding on a totally massive scale, like have all of these crossbreeding with red bandids, then sure. But I like to just do, like, one single generation at a time. Like, I think that that's enough. Actually, that guy's going to go too. And I suppose we don't need to do this anymore. Whatever. We can take out that stuff. And we can take out that stuff. And we can take out that stuff. It's the young queens getting the stat bonus of crossbreeding. The drones. Well, yeah, the young queens get the crossbreeding. Like, the young queens that are produced are what are, like... The young queens produced get the crossbreeding bonus, but I wasn't crossbreeding to get red bandids. So I don't need to keep the red bandids. Because those aren't the ones I was using. Right? I suppose I can start with, can start using Shroudeds again, too. Or, Stellars, right? Because I can just, Eclipse Frame. Like that. Oh, you know, that was where I had my leaf cutters. Flop those in there. And we'll see the attempts I made at crossbreeding. We'll see if they did anything. They very well may not have. So if nothing else, we should, yep, I was going to say, we should get some straight up good stacks out of it. So, like, that's pretty good, right? That's a pretty big upgrade from 126.21 to 1223.34. Seems pretty good. Same thing here. Our assassins were at 1851. And our Shroudeds, yeah, were basically fresh caught. Kind of got to keep my eyes peeled on 1016 seems a little low. 11, I think we're going to go with the 1119. 1118.35. Not sufficiently improved. 1316? Suppose I like that. Alright, so we're gonna ID a couple of these puppies. See if that 20 uranium frame stack does anything. I guess it's 12. That's a lot of breed rate. I don't really want that much, but we'll do it. Whatever. Pull all this out. Yeah, what's gonna be weird is like any of the youngs that are produced until I replace the queens. These are gonna all be turds. They're gonna be so bad. Let's get these ID'd. Man, we are getting everything upgraded except for queen breed rate. Man. It's just absurd to me. We're gonna go with the 10, 15, 5, 1. They are day and night. What can we do to improve that? I'm gonna take out the frames from the ones I'm not using. Supposedly, and I have not really noticed. Wow, that was a lot of stuff in there, though. Supposedly, and this is not something I've noticed, but stacking up frames does increase production. Like I said, that's not something that I have really noticed. Why the heck not? You can be. Oh, I also have the tech frames. Well, actually, the tech frames are going to be really good for the leaf cutters because their breed rate is so bad. Why do I like randomly have carrots and tomatoes? When did I get those? Well, we're gonna just like eat everything. Eating this would be a gamble. Well, I did it. I gambled and won. And then that can go. Whatever. Leaf cutters need to go here. And I think... well, yeah, that's fine. Because leaf cutters are day and night already anyways. And frankly, leaf cutters don't give me anything useful, so I don't really know why I'm doing leaf cutters in the first place. These diggers are going to be terrible. We'll go like that. Get that started, and then that is good. What's the lifespan? 580. Okay, so these will... It's a lot of steak. Making a lot of steaks. There we go. There are not a lot of bee types I care for. Yeah, I was saying on like my last video or the one before that, I really wish they expanded bees. Like, one thing I really liked before the bee vamp was to get new bee types, you had to breed bees. You had to crossbreed bees in order to get different bee types. And I really wish they would bring that back in some way. Right? I think that was, since we've got our next generation ready to go, we're going to just dump all of these. But I think that would make things a lot more interesting. You had to use the wiki? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess I can understand that. Just in terms of, like... There was no rhyme or reason to how the bees needed to be bred, is at least what I assume you mean. Well, this is great, right? With a queen breed rate of 1, we've gotten 5, so this is a good sign. The old bee system had overpowered things, just in terms of like the outputs you got. Because when I started playing, it was right before the bee vamp, so I only did a very, very little bit before bees got totally overhauled. You know, we've got the diggers in there. I am going to just start the new generations here. Dump that, dump that, dump that. Go, my assassin. And then dump that. Dump that. The solarium ore without putting any time into it. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming you just mean like there was a bee that like you could get solarium from, and it like I think that's just like that's fixable, right? That's just, you know, they allowed players to circumvent intended progression, which, you know, games typically like shouldn't do. Need to do something about these steaks. They're really starting to fill up my inventory here. I wish there were a little bit more diversity in bees, and I wish subtypes were expanded. Like, what really irritated me when I dug into the GitHub stuff is, like, a lot of the subtypes make very, very little difference. Like, the most common things that subtypes do are change the rates at which outputs are generated, or subtypes just have different stats. Yeah, Golden Saint with 100 production seems like it'd be pretty good. We are going to plop this next generation in. And we'll dump this stuff. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get some neat stuff going on. Anything else I need to, like, worry about? Yes, you are full of steak. Cool. We're getting somewhere. Subtypes had different active hours. I just wish that each subtype had even just one, but one unique output. Just one. Ooh, that's turds. That's really bad. $12, 15, 5, 3. That is a nice one. I think the 12, 15, 5, 3 is going to be our winner here. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with identifying the rest. Good there. Dang it, steak! Ugh, wish I had an incinerator right now. You know what? Here's a lazy solution. Dump all the steaks into a cargo crate. And then, guess what I'm going to do? I'm just going to trash the cargo crate. Okay, so that was 10, 15, 5, 1. How did we do? Alright, so we got 2 production and 2 breed rate. That's gonna be good enough for me. We'll start trashing these. And then we'll be able to get rid of the tech frames, probably. Or at least move the tech frames elsewhere. Nope. No, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. How are these? Yeah, everything has a perfectly good queen breed right now. I remember doing this manually, like I am. Even now, like, I just don't think I have a big enough operation to warrant significant automation. Like, I have my farming stuff automated. I could automate my bee stuff more, but even, I don't know if you saw, but even up on my space station, I have most of my, kind of annoying that you can't teleport. I guess I could put a teleporter down on the planet. That would make it easier. 3 apiaries at the most. I can understand why. Yeah. Give me your gifts. A huge part of this file is I'm just trying to work on automating a bunch of different systems. So, like, all of my farming is automated. And actually, that reminds me, I should probably check the fridge up here. Yeah, it is getting pretty dang full. We're going to do a little bit of this. Now, I will bet you anything that if I take all, we are not going to get all of it. So let's see what happens. All right. Let's drop some Singleton Corvex. Drop the 2Zs. Keep the 10s. I think I even drop the 5 and the 7. There. Now those are ready to go. You're efficient at optimizing queens. I mean, if you're talking about, like, you have queens at 100 production, yeah, there's really not a lot more you need to worry about there. Like, that's insane. I mean, even on my furthest files, I think I was maybe topping 30, maybe 40. And even that felt, like, pretty absurd. I believe it. I mean, like, the reason I have all of this stuff is because, like, even the bees that I don't think are particularly interesting, like bumblebees and honeybees, there's still part of me that, like, wants to breed them up, you know, and have them be interesting. It's not that one, it's this one. This one dumps. Boom. Got crystals, phase shrooms. This is all trees. That's a lot of energy trees. Redwood, orange. We're going to get rid of the blue apples because that's weird. And we're going to dump that. And these are peaches. Yeah, so peaches, oranges, apples. I don't need this spiky thing. We really only need one energy orb tree. Let's do hue 1. Yeah. The steak producing bees are a little odd. I would do something like that too, to have an ITD pull the steak out. Especially because if the steak stays in the apiary, it's gonna spoil, right? An apiary is not refrigerated storage. What else do I need to do? There's a little bit here I can dump. Blocks we will keep for now. Golden sand can go in there. That's fine. Crafting mats. We'll dump most of this. A lot of this I don't really think we're going to be putting to good use, but whatever. And we'll dump that too. But anyways, the reason I came back here was, like, I don't have everything automated, but, like, all of my apiaries are automated, and all my farming's automated. So my apiaries I'll dump into here. And, I mean, it's not much, but it makes it really easy. So, I could even, I think I actually have all the stuff I need on me, but I could, I don't know why I did that, but I could even hook up the apiaries to an ITD here as well. Well, that's a lot of leaves. I really don't like this. Wow, it's really visually distracting. Yeah, I did not cover selective amounts. I know that you can like do the split stack stuff. I was even thinking about that, but I kind of felt like literally the only thing it does is it makes it where you can dump even numbers into a blast furnace. But it's like, okay, so you have one in the blast furnace, like another one will get dumped. It's such minimal efficiency, and I think the guides that I've put out so far have been much more meant for beginners, especially because, you know, some of this stuff, like, I'm really just starting to investigate too. Like the ITD tutorial was literally the only reason I made it was because there was someone who was like, I'd really like an item network tutorial. Because the ones on YouTube, they were saying were not helping them. So I sort of felt like, well, let's just do something. And then it was also an excuse for me to start investigating that system. I'll need to take these out then. Go like that. Do. Dang it, stakes! How did these bones not get stacked? Oh wow. The shroudeds have been busy. There we go. And there we go. 12-15. That one's the 10-15. Okay, great. So we'll just let that go. I don't need to get more queens out of there. Oh, okay. I can understand for queuing then. That makes sense. Right, like you wanna do. Guess I don't know exactly how you would set up an ITD like that. Well, I guess I can figure it out. That would be kind of a headache, though. It would require a lot of ITDs, the way I'm thinking of at least. But yeah, I can see that if you have like 10 different things you want to blast furnace and you want it automated as much as possible, a system like that would be useful. God, those stakes really get in there quick. This is more than enough there. I don't need that many shroudeds to identify. Is there anything close to dying? Doesn't. Oh, those bit the bucket. Actually, we can just put in a couple of those puppies. What we will do is take all of these out, because that is the last generation. And we'll take out the tech frames, and I guess use the entropic frame, because why not? And there's the queen. Gosh, I have a lot of extra drones now. One in and one out. I was thinking you would need an ITD for each separate queue that you wanted to do. We'll get these out. I'm going to dump the 2. 2s, at least in my experience, typically mean that they are the same as the previous generation. I don't need the shroudeds, but we do want to pull these guys out now. Stop with the stakes! Oh my gosh! And a couple more diggers. Yeah, we'll pull those out. Okay, so almost assuredly this is going to be enough for all of these B-types. Yeah, so let's just get started. So what are we trying to upgrade from? Oh, I don't have those. I don't have those ones on me. That one's already identified, of course. Ooh, 14, 15. $12, 15, 12, 15. 10, 16. No thanks. I mean, if you have information that I find really helpful, I would be more than happy to just straight up effectively make a video version of it. I know that even for me, having a video format is really helpful. 13, 17, 2, 7. Man, I just don't want to do something with a 0. I think everyone hates their own voice. I hate my own voice. I feel like I have a really bad lisp. I sound like an idiot. But, kind of had to get over that, being a teacher. Oh, really? There we go. Holy steaks. Now my inventory is full. Come on, aren't you gonna spoil? I don't need this many steaks, guys. You can cool it. Where are they even getting the meat from? Like, isn't that really creepy? That they generate steak out of thin air? Okay, this is on its way out. This digger is just about toast. Let's take out some full stacks. Yeah. That one is done. This is the old one, though, yeah, 13, 16, and I upgraded 1 production. Well, let's take a couple more of these and get them identified. I would really like to upgrade my production a little bit more than that. And then we'll trash these ones. Oh, and those are gone now, too. And is this guy on the way out? No, we're pretty good there. Back to identifying. 16, 16. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Have I done Brine Star? Is that the precursor one? The precursor dungeon? If so, yes. Brine Star is not the precursor one. Is Brine Star the one where you started in a jungle and then you go in a temple and there's 2 bosses? I've done all of the dungeons that I've gotten. Yeah, okay. I have done that one. I farmed it a couple of times because it's pretty straightforward if you just beeline the bosses. Need to keep going. Let's ID the diggers. $12.23. That's a. Oh, it's the same. So this one is bad. I have never gotten the 4 flames, but I have not really attempted. The only thing I did Brine Star for was to farm the 2 bosses for Ancient Essence and Borderlands Shields, because I have the Borderlands Shield mod. Wow, nothing has gotten an increase in production. That's super annoying. Alright, we'll ID the Stellars. This guy is dead. I guess we'll have a couple of more. Yeah, this is the part that I feel like is the big hassle. That's a lot of raw steak. Okay. And we'll take those last 2 queens. So what are we going from? 637.43? Well, I'll take it. It's an upgrade. Liquid metallic hydrogen is fuel. Yeah, actually, like, as far as liquid metallic hydrogen goes, I was, for a little while, I was trying to find a gas giant with liquid metallic hydrogen, because I had done that on my previous playthrough. I found a gas giant with liquid metallic hydrogen, but I think in the 3 gas giants I attempted, I did not find it. So I gave up. Because I'm lazy. I think we might be at 735 as our upgrade here. That's a shame. Wow, that one's real bad. So we'll pull that stuff out. Pull this out. Oh my god, I'm full of steak again. Yeah. The aesthetics of the liquids you're producing in base. That's endgame probs, right? Alright, let's try to get a good red banded. 1820. 2124. That might be the one. I'll identify two more, but yeah, I think that might be the one. Yep. And that was the Stellar Queen we got. Okay, so that's done. Gosh. So this is still the old assassin, yeah. So we can dump these. Oh, and that shrouded is gone. We've still got our new shrouded. Dump all of this. Gosh. I'm gonna pull this stuff out actually. These things make so many mistakes. And this is almost dead. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, Frackin Universe does make that grind feel pretty rewarding, right? Like you've got enough materials to effectively never run out. Oh, would actually like to keep the canned food. Surprised we haven't had any go bad yet. So I'm actually going to pull out the frames, because I am going to be done with my little experiment now. I did not have favorable results. We did not achieve what I set out to do. Fortunately, I was, I guess not across the board, but I was able to breed. Well, I suppose I could still crossbreed a couple of these, right? This could use some crossbreeding. That could, and then these ones are pretty good. I could maybe crossbreed the digger. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. That will be the last bit of the experiment. Okay, good. Those are full now. Oh, and it died. Whatever, I'll keep those. And, oh. We never identified a leaf cutter. Crap. Well, I hope we can get a good one out of those 7. Woof. That's stupid of me. Everything else minus that is empty. And we'll probably just murder the assassin pretty soon. We will assassinate the assassin. You're an automation wizard. So 11, 17, 12, 17. Although I think I like the 11. 13, 14, 5, 3. All right, that's my jam so far. That can go. 14, 17? 2, 4? Yeah. I don't know. That's not as good. Yeah, we'll go with the 14, 17. Yep. Okay. So, the way we're going to want to do this is same thing. Also, oh, looks like the assassins are done as well. So, we can finally call it quits there too. Alright, and we need to take out those frames. We'll take all this crap. Everything empty? Alright, Gucci. So here's the plan. We're going to take these 4, which means I will need 4 that have... and I guess I'm going to have to check day and night, day and night, day. Okay, so these 2 will need eclipse frames. And the other 2 do not. So do I do all of them with tech frames? I think I might actually do that instead of Durasteel. So we'll go like that. And then what else would I want? I guess the other 2 will just get a butt ton of Durasteel frames. Okay. Let's dump these sticks so I don't have to look at them again. And for the sake of knowing which 4 I'm actually using, I'm going to go like that so that I know it's these 4 middle ones. Alright. Okay. Oh, I suppose I'm going to need to do this little trick again too. And like that. And then here, same kind of things. There. Should be lovely. And those tech frames should help pretty significantly. If you ever look to make a dungeon or a mission, I might be able to provide some help. I only found tech frames useful after I started automating the system. 8 hours after the system was added, of course. Oh, a guide, okay. At first I thought you meant like if I wanted to actually create a dungeon from scratch, and I was like, I'm not very smart. Mostly just really unfamiliar with the way Starbound's coded. Like, I stumbled through the GitHub files, but I think that's about all I'm going to be capable of doing. So this is a really good way of getting some queens. I'm surprised this is my first time using tech frames. I guess I didn't think they worked this well, but man, they work really good. Did I just get shocked? Yeah. It's difficult to keep up with B scanning, but, I mean, I always find that there's not really any need to identify every bee. Usually in a generation, if you identify 6 bees, you're gonna find one that's better. And I don't need it to be like the best out of all of them. I just want it to be a good bee. Alright, we've got one more cycle. Once these start filling up, I'll start taking some out. Usually I'm happy if I get like 2 production, but yeah, I think if you're really looking to max it out, then yeah, I can understand that. Like, it's a good way to do it at least. A backstory in speedrunning? Yeah, that's something that I've just never gotten into. I know that I'm not good enough. You know, I play games that are slow for a reason. I can't do fast stuff. Alright, when these run out, this generation is dead. Alright. Okay, let's identify some bees. We'll let those go because we don't care about them. Speedrunning Starbound, I bet you can actually do it really, really quickly because it depends on what you... Oh man, we've gone over the time limit again. I've been playing for 1 hour and 15 minutes. It depends on what you consider like your start and stop point. Like, is it when you beat the final boss? Is it when you, like, do the, I don't know, the last Frackin universe dungeon? Is it when you do the, is it when you 100% the game? I don't know what you even consider 100%ing. Well, I guess what I'll do for this video is I'll get these bees identified, and then the video's over. We've already been doing this for 1 hour and 15, and this is our 2nd hour streaming, so really we've been playing for about 2.5 hours. I might come back to it later, but I've got some other things to do, and I've got, I'm going to be grilling tonight for dinner, so I want to make sure that I've got all that stuff ready to go. Yeah, we're getting some nice bump ups in stats. So that that crossbreeding really pays off. Right, having these 1919 drones makes a big difference. So there will be some good picks here, and that's a pretty hefty advancement in these 4 for sure. Right, because my aquariums were at like 7 production. Beat Delta Freya. Okay, yeah. I would think it would. I was thinking like, well, you could do the vanilla version of just beating the ruin, but FU adds a lot of progression after that. "41 hours. I mean, I guess like I've been doing this this Let's Play for over 60 hours now. And just like I can't imagine speedrunning it. Like you can tell the way I play is not speedrunning, right? Ooh, 18. That's pretty good. We're almost done. Streaming again later tonight is going to kind of determine if my girlfriend wants to do something. I mean, our plan was to grill out for dinner, but at this point, I don't know. Right? It's 3 and I haven't even heard from her. Unless she texted me. Nope. Yeah, so I think you and I, not that I don't think either of us are wrong, but we have totally diametric opinions on like how we want to play the game, right? And you know, if your guides are like, hey, you don't want to waste time in your game, you want to be progressing constantly, and you want to like always be like advancing to a particular goal. Whereas for me, it's like, hey, just enjoy it, do what you want, set goals for yourself, you know, figure things out on your own, and you know, experiment and blah blah blah. And I just think those are 2 very, very different play styles, but I don't think either one is wrong. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill everything off. We'll take the drones, because why not? And we'll take all this stuff. But queens are gone. Because these ones will be the ones that were bred with their own drones, so their stats are going to suck. Oh, that's a full stack. Yeah, I think Frackin Universe, it definitely is easy to get stuck. Just in terms of like not really knowing what to look for. But at least in my playthrough, I've felt like, well, if I don't really know what to look for, find something to look for. Like, you know, I may not know exactly where I need to go next or exactly what my real next goal would be, but I can always make one. And then a lot of times that usually sort of leads you to what you wind up needing to do. Like sometimes if I'm just bored or I don't really have a goal in mind, I'll just be like, well, let's work on the science outpost missions, or like, oh, well, let's just work on, you know, getting some of this stuff automated again, or what have you. All right, so there's the bee farm. Steaks are so good. Yeah, the science outpost missions are important. I just mean like, you know, there are still a couple that I haven't done here. These ones I cannot do right now. Getting the atmospheric regulator and the arc smelter require some stuff that's still out of my reach. But like, this is my second playthrough, so I didn't, or actually my third FU playthrough, but I didn't feel the need to embark on the science outpost missions immediately, because I've already done them, right? So I'm already aware of most of those systems, whereas a new player should be definitely doing those, for sure. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I am going to get some other stuff done, though. I wish I could say if I'm going to be back on later or not. I kind of expect that's a possibility. If I'm not back on tonight, though, I will probably be streaming again tomorrow. I do have kind of a long meeting for school that I need to do. I think that's 9 to noon, but I will probably stream pretty soon after that. I'm trying to stream around noon every day. Yeah, I think the science outpost missions are really reliant on just like getting a good planet, you know, in a location that you actually see, and that can be kind of frustrating. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming later tonight, or otherwise I will definitely be streaming tomorrow. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Sorry to kind of leave all of a sudden, but you know, you can always shoot me a message on Steam, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can comment on the video, and I'll get back to you. So hopefully see you later.